What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back with another video. Severin, I'm gonna show it to them. I'm gonna finally reveal it. You wanna see the craziest Instagram trick you've ever witnessed, or on YouTube tricks? Look at this shirt. We're wearing a size large shirt, rascalapparel.com, shout out. Look at these arms. If you had to use some adjectives, Severin, what would you say to describe these arms?
Tan.
Pencil thin, in need of probably some glycogen and or training. You look at these arms and you think to yourself like, man, okay, these are looking pretty flat, right? Looking pretty thin. And you might be right, but let's insert now the footage of me doing some bicep curls. You see, I'm getting the DMs, it's happening. The boys, they're coming out to play. It's a boys dance party. And you look at the contrast between this, filming it under just regular lighting, no pump, whatever, being 181 pounds, and then actually training and getting a pump, and my God, what a contrast. I tell you what, you won't buy detox tea from this guy, but you probably will from the guy that's doing the bicep curl. And that is one of the worst parameters you can use if you're assessing your own training, which is essentially how you look, because there's so many variables that go into that. I've been talking about fat loss over the last few months because guess what? I'm in it. But I want to re-emphasize because I try and respond to as many DMs as possible. You guys have questions, and there's some great questions. But when I take a look, or when I've taken a look at some people, they're training recently, pump training, so doing higher repetitions and trying to isolate certain body parts. So yeah, you want to grow your front delts, you want to grow your side deltoids, maybe you do a lot of pec flies. Those are great, but nothing replaces big compound movements. And here's what I mean. I think people are too attracted to pump training. There's the two different categories. We've got the strength bros, once again, that know what's up, where they put in the time and effort, they're squatting, they're benching, they're doing the overhead press, they're doing the deadlifts, and they're putting in that time and they're getting stronger, but maybe they don't have sufficient volume. Then on the other hand, you have individuals that maybe they go to a gym where they're training in a tank top constantly. They want that instantaneous feedback. And it's kind of like Instagram, right? You want that validation, you want that instant gratification. It's like, oh, I'm looking better. So I train my biceps, right? I do 15 repetitions. And if I do pump style training, it'll look better immediately. As opposed to doing some pull-ups where, yeah, like you'll notice when I do the pull-up training, yeah, the back I guess looks better, but not in a crazy way, not to the next level that a pump style training would. So the pump becomes addictive for these individuals where they constantly want to look a certain way. But once again, what's up? When we're just chilling, when you're natural, 181 pounds, we're going low carb. When I'm walking around in a size large shirt, this is how it looks. When I train, on the other hand, because I'm leaner, leanness shows some of those cuts, the vascularity, and then even some of the size, you look better, but you can't focus on that. And so I'll say this is a blanket statement to a lot of the DMs I receive. The thing that is more important for most of you guys is to get stronger. I mean, to state, once again, I've been training now for almost a decade. My bench press is 375. You notice a lot of the other natural YouTubers, you notice their lifts, they're pretty damn good. The ones that have solid physiques, it's quite rare to find an individual that has a certain level of muscularity that isn't at least decently strong. And that missing intensity of really applying yourself to do the unsexy things, right? Like doing deadlifts. I don't know about you, but when you do deadlifts, you're not like, oh, hell yeah, man, glute pump, Severin, give me a what's up. We just got a glute pump going on. It doesn't work that way. When you do squats, it's like, I got quads, okay? I don't got calves, but they were built by doing just squats. This ass chest that you guys see, I made those videos and there's a few popular ones. I think one has almost 500,000 views. And I talk about my preferred isolation movements. And I talk about the low to high cable chest fly, but it's the 375 bench that got me the chest. And so sometimes, because you can't control those variables, and if you're being too dependent upon that instantaneous feedback, if you change gyms, if the lighting changes, if you have natural light coming in, if your clothes, you wear a different size shirt where you constantly need that validation, then you are going to be a mess. You're going to be a wreck when you're trying to evaluate yourself. And that's where it's impossible to remove that subjectivity of yourself assessing your own physique. But objective numbers, like the weigh-ins, I'm putting points on the scoreboard. I'm lowering the weight every single week. I'm trying to focus on maintaining and holding on to that strength. I'm almost down 20 pounds. It's hard, but those numbers are a lot easier to take a look at objectively and think to yourself, okay, so weight's going down, training's going pretty good. If I look at the numbers and I compare it historically to what I've done before, I'm on the right path. And then, yeah, you know, we go on a stringer on occasion and we see after every few weeks a noticeable drop. And there are those swooshes that Jordan Syatt talks about where, you know, I would say from 13 to 18% body fat, you'll look relatively the same. Once you dip below that, 13 to 10, kind of same-ish, and then after that, there's different levels to it. But if all you're using is how you look, you're setting yourself up for failure because every day you'll look different. 20 minutes ago, you will look different under different lighting. So don't pay attention to that. Don't be discouraged by what you see on Instagram because I've been receiving some DMs, and that's why do you think I show you guys, like I lift up the shirt and I'm just like gut out when I showed the update. I want you guys to have that realistic look to know that while I post those sexy time photos for a specific purpose on Instagram, that's not how we look 24/7. Focus on getting strong. That's what's important. After this fat loss phase is done, you'll notice my numbers will start to climb once again. I don't talk about strength as much right now because I'm not as strong as I was, but you best believe when I'm finished, we're going to be focusing on getting stronger. And that's always the through stream that we see throughout the training philosophy that has evolved over time. Strength is always one of those cornerstones. I gotta get out of here. Yes, they do kick me out of the gym because I spit too much truth, or it's because I don't pay my membership. I mean, I don't know which one it is. Who's to say? If you enjoyed the video, if you thought to yourself, make sure to like the damn video, and I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next video. Peace.
Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking vegetables.